Happy Self-Care Sunday. Michelle Archer here, popping in to show you how I pamper myself on a Sunday. A little bit of hand care is essential. You can see I've got my Christmas mani on. I'm going to begin by taking these off, and you want to be careful whether you're putting your Color Street nail polish on over dips or gels or acrylics or your natural nail. I'm a acrylic girl myself, so I have found a couple of things. Now, any good nail polish remover will take it off. These happen to be the Color Street ones that come in our stylist kit. But I've discovered these little things, these little alligator clips. Guys, these are a game changer. Chomp, chomp, chomp. But you can use this with just a regular cotton pad, and any kind of nail polish remover. Non-acetone is probably best for your nails. I didn't grab my scissors. Usually what I'll do with these is I'll cut them in half, but for the sake of our video, I'll just go ahead and use the whole thing. So these little clips just clip the polish on. Now look, I know you're thinking, what are you going to do with your hands, Michelle? But literally, because it holds it in place, it just takes like 3 minutes to zip it all off. And if you have a glitter on, or you've got a mixed mani layer, like a layered mani, you can do some rubbing and scrubbing to get the nail polish off. And that's not just with Color Street nail polish. That's with any kind of nail polish. I used to have a nightmare of a time getting red nail polish off. And part of it was that I didn't have, they could zip it right off at the salon. And part of that is because they were using an acetone. Acetone nail polish remover is really pretty bad for your nails. Even the hardiest of nails, it is not your best friend. So I'm going to clip these on. And then, I'm not sure I'm clever enough to do time lapse, so y'all just may have to live with me through it. I'm going to clip those on. And then with the magic of time-lapse photography, I don't know if we're that magic here at Glitterama Girls. I definitely need an intern that's studying film. So if you know anybody, send their information over, because I could definitely use a little magical help. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, let's see what we've got. You just clip them off. Whoop. And it's all dissolved. You can see most of the work is done there for me. If you love reds and dark colors, you are gonna love this stuff. It's amazing. Did I get it? There's a big, there it is, all nice and clean. So I'll clip these off. Plus, you can say to your husband, sorry, honey, I can't do dishes. I'm doing my nails. All right. I'll save you all this too. It's kind of boring. All right, and there we go. I'm all ready for my next manicure. But before that, I want to condition my nails, push back my cuticles so that my manicure looks fantastic. And you can do this with a few things that you have laying around the house, which is so nice. So the first thing is, I have pink Himalayan salt. This is a cooking salt, which is fantastic in your dishes, by the way. If you're ever looking for something that just has a little bit of different flavor to it, not all salt is created equal. So I have some pink Himalayan here. Let's say I didn't. This is kosher sea salt. It's a little bit bigger granule than the iodized stuff. Don't use that iodized stuff for anything. Not cooking, not self-care, maybe salting a sidewalk. But anyway, since I happen to have both of these, I'm going to put a little pinch of the salt. Now, salt is so great. It's so full of minerals that our bodies need. It's great for the skin. I'm going to really put some of that pink in there. It's gorgeous. Now, in the springtime, you can clip flowers from your backyard. I could put basil in here. There's a million things I could put in here. It's November, not a lot going on, but look what I happen to have. I happen to have a beautiful lemon. So I'm just going to take a nice piece of lemon peel. Lemon oil is so great for the skin, for the nails, and give it a little zest. Great in your cocktail too. I'm going to drop it right in there. That would be enough. It's all you need. If that's what you've got, a little salt, a little lemon, that's fine. I have about an eighth of a teaspoon, that's loud, I love these cooking spoons, by the way, of olive oil. Good quality olive oil. That should be something that you have in your kitchen. If you don't have good quality olive oil in your kitchen, you want to get some. Not something that comes in glass because the sunlight's terrible for it. So I already have something so beautiful here. It's really all I need, but I love lavender, so I'm going to put a few drops of an essential lavender oil. Lavender and lemon, y'all, it'll change your whole latitude. I've got some warm water. Just going to fill that up. This is great for a foot soak too. I'm going to soak my fingertips for about 5 minutes or so. Let that salt all dissolve. You can do your Tootsies as well. It's nice and relaxing. And when I get back to pushing my cuticles, instead of having to push them and shove them and tear at them, which is bad for the cuticle, mine are going to be soft and pliable, and they're just going to gently push back. And if you think about when you go to the nail salon, very often that's a violent process. Sometimes they use the drill to get rid of that excess cuticle, that's sitting forward. Sometimes they just use a harsh metal implement to push those back, and sometimes they even use the cuticle nipper. So you want to avoid those cuticle nippers at all costs. There's an old saying, or there was an old commercial that was, you can't fool Mother Nature, and it's true. Your cuticle is there for a reason, and it needs to be gently removed. If you cut that away, the body feels like it's supposed to be there. So the body grows back twice as fast. A little frustrating. So I'm going to soak for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to, and this has got a lot of nice essential oil, I'm going to rub that in. Then I'm going to grab myself a towel and pat dry. Of course, I forgot a cute towel, so I just happen to have a kitchen towel that I have laying around here. All right, so I'm going to pat that dry, and I wouldn't immediately do my nails at this point because, particularly for Color Street, we want the nail bed to be completely dry and not to be oily. So the next thing I would do is I would take a little cuticle oil, even though I have a lot in my soak there, and this is one that Sydney and I actually make up. Drop me an emoji and we'll be sure that you get one. A little cuticle oil, basically argan oil. Argan's so great for the skin. None of this stuff is complicated. I know a lot of companies make a living selling you complicated self-care products, but really olive oil is one of the greatest self-care products you can have for the skin and for the nails. So now everything is softened, and I can just take my cuticle wand, my cuticle tool, and I love this rubberized. You can get the orange wood sticks, and those are great, but they can be sharp, and this is such a delicate part of the hands and of the body. So I'm just going to take that and push it back just as far as it wants to go. That's it. Not too far. If you really have overgrown cuticles, you're going to want to do this. It may take the first couple of times, but Lord knows, as Americans, we want quick answers. We don't want to put any work into it. But you might want to have to do it a couple of times. And you can keep one at the sink, and you can do this every time you wash your hands. You can push your cuticles back if you particularly have dry, rough cuticles. You can do it when you get out of the shower, or even when you're standing in the shower, when that warm water is helping to soften that cuticle. So I want to push them all back. I won't bore you with the details, but that's going to give me a nice tight line when I do my Color Street manicure, so that as I push this back, when I'm putting my nail polish on, that cuticle recedes ever so slightly, and then it'll relax back into place, and I won't have as much growth as fast. It'll look nice and fresh and tight up near the cuticle. And sometimes people say to me, oh, when I run my hands through my hair, I can feel the nail polish catching. That's because the nail polish, you really hit it about down here, and so it's slipping off the cuticle and catching in the nail polish. So just make sure that you push your cuticles back. And then, of course, I love a cotton sleep glove that I would put on after I did this, and might even sleep in these. And so for me, Monday is Mani Monday, and Sunday is Self-Care Sunday, where I take care of my hands and get them in perfect shape to have a great manicure on Monday. Well, that's it for me. I hope you'll take a little care of yourselves this evening, and thanks for popping in and spending a little bit of time with me. Bye-bye.